Pisces ascendant signs or the Pisces moon signs. The year 2026, from a physical point of view, you will read this from your ascendant sign. At the mental emotional level, you can also read this from your moon sign. What is the outlook of the year 2026? What this year is bringing for you? I'm taking a collective view of Jupiter's transit, Saturn's transit, and Rahu and Ketu's transit, and presenting to you the holistic view of what you can expect, some highs and lows, some of your exciting times, some of your challenging times, and how you can navigate through these times and through these energies throughout the year for your benefit, for your betterment. And of course, giving you a holistic view and very detailed, but at the same time, keeping the concepts really, really simple. Now, we must take into account that 2026 equates to one. This is the year of Sun, this is the year of Surya. From a Vedic numerological point of view, I'm not trying to mix two systems here, but I'm only looking at Vedic numerology. Sun becomes your sixth lord. So this year there has to be a greater level of focus in terms of your job, in terms of your seva. This is the house of seva. This is the house of Rog, Rin, Ripu, which is your health, well-being, vitality, your debts, overcoming your debts, repaying your debts, overcoming competition, overcoming enemies, and at the same time, fixing your daily routine, bringing in a sense of consistency in your daily routine. This year, you have to feel comfortable, you have to stay in your comfort zone, you have to rebuild your fundamentals. You have to be very diligent with regards to your spiritual practices, and at the same time, you have to focus a lot on those areas that are personally very much exciting for you. This could be your hobbies, this could be your personal interests, and of course, those things that you're passionate about. So, this is the year where you have to demonstrate that fire element when it comes to your passion, things that you love doing. Let's begin with Jupiter's transit, who is your Lagna Lord, Lord of the Ascendant. Now, before I talk about the collective view, Jupiter for the first half of the year, between January through May, will be in Gemini, that's your Ascendant Lord, and the 10th Lord. Jupiter rules your Ascendant and the 10th house. So he rules yourself, your body, your vitality, your immunity, who you are. This is the house where Dhi sits, which is your conscious brain, and the 10th lord of your work, profession, your karya bhava, your action in society, what you do to survive and sustain yourself in this world. And this talks about your karmas. This talks about your workplace success as well. It doesn't talk about nature of workplace. Okay, what will you work? What will you do? That is seen from the Shamsha. That is not seen from the 10th house or the 10th lord or even the planets placed there. If someone gives you advice related to work, this is the profession that you should do based on your 10th lord and 10th lord, 10th planets in your 10th house, it's absolutely wrong. Jupiter in Gemini in the fourth house is promoting opportunities to enhance your comforts, gains from assets, and it is most importantly make you feel connected, emotionally deeply connected to your possessions, whatever you own. So you will have a greater connect with your home, with your assets, what you own, be it a vehicle, be it your house. Or in the first half, you can take some very important decisions related to real estate. That is something which is very likely. Now, Jupiter will create expansive tendencies with regards to fourth house, which is your assets, your comforts, and of course, your mother's health as well. If there were any issues, you will see some improvement, particularly between March through May. It will significantly improve because Jupiter will move in Margi or direct in the sign of Gemini. Jupiter is aspecting your eighth house. So you will learn matters related to your eighth house here. So that becomes very important. All right. Because eighth house is about change, it's about growth, it's about sudden ups and downs, it's about longevity. You will focus on healthy lifestyle. Now you should put efforts in learning Jyotish, in learning occult, in learning those subjects that need a lot of research. Jupiter's ninth aspect is on the 12th house. So you will apply your knowledge here, which is with regards to 12th house matters, your spirituality, your higher self consciousness, and for your self awareness. So you would do some research to make you more self aware. Jupiter also ensures that it keeps this Rahu at check and help you avoid any kind of indulgences, any expansive tendencies when it comes to your expenditure. So it will control your bhoga, it will control your expenditure, it will help you stay away from bad habits, from bad company, and bring some good changes in your lifestyle. And between January through May, your sleep can also improve. After that, you have to be careful because Jupiter will be away from Rahu. Rahu will not have an aspect on Jupiter. So, first 4 5 months is a very good time to focus, work on your health, well being, your sleep, your bed comforts, and of course, other aspects as well. Now, while Jupiter is in Gemini, Saturn's moving through your ascendant. Saturn is Maran Karak. It's a death like position in the ascendant. This is where you have to remedy Surya. Om Savitri Surya Narayanaya Nama. This is an important mantra to bring this Shani out of Maran Karak. However, you should only do any mantra by a proper guidance of a guru or a coach or a mentor under the directions. You should not start any of these mantras immediately. Of course, depending on natal placement, but since Surya or Sun is the Karaka of the ascendant or the Lagna, any remedy related to Surya helps Saturn come out of this Marankarak position or the death-like position and help it channel positively because Saturn brings a lot of lethargy while moving in the ascendant. It wants you to push you towards discipline. Brings eventually it will bring discipline in your life, but it will start with lethargy, make you lazy, bring delays, and of course, Saturn has gained momentum here. Shani is your 11th lord and the 12th lord. So this is a natural dhan yoga in place, all right? But this is also a lot of expenditure. When a lot of expenditure is coming into the ascendant, you would like to expense on other people, social gatherings. Shani also becomes your 11th lord of social media interactions, your friends, your wider social network. So you would like to organize gatherings at your home. You would like to call people at home. You would like to spend money on them. You would like to be very impulsive. You would like to be very caring. And of course, as long as it does not have impact on your finances, on your well-being, it is good. Otherwise, you must think of controlling it throughout the year, having a sense of control, especially in the second half of the year. Between June through October is a time when you have to be careful of these expenditures because Rahu will be away from the aspect of Jupiter. Now, Shani is creating growth opportunities with regards to your efforts, the third house. So you have to very diligently put effort. The power of labor is an effort. So any efforts you put, you are likely to get results. It will bring change, it will bring growth of your valor, growth of your courage. And you will have phenomenal results with regards to your job, with regards to your work. Now, this is by the virtue of double transit of Jupiter as well as Saturn, which is making the 10th house extremely positive between January through May. Most importantly, more so, January through March, Jupiter has a very strong aspect on the sign of Sagittarius. Jupiter will be retrograde. It will be behaving as if it's Jupiter sitting in the sign of Sagittarius, and Shani has a 10th aspect. The power of knowledge and the power of labor is in your job, is at your workplace. So, first quarter of the year, you could expect a new opportunity, a bigger, better opportunity to help you step into something better, new projects, new assignments, and of course, you to influence other people at work. Take some favors, build some credible, meaningful, lasting relationships, bringing a sense of stability at your work. So you would be very much encouraged towards stepping into stable environments. And any job that you take in the first 3 to 4 months of the year would help you bring some sort of stability in your career in case your dasha and the dasha is supportive. So this is absolutely an important period wherein you must be looking forward to this particular period. Jupiter, while making a transit here, and Saturn making a transit here, of course, promotes greater, better job opportunities. Thereafter, in June, Jupiter will be entering your fifth house. Now, Jupiter is the Karaka, he is the significator of the fifth house. Rahu will be unfortunately away from the aspect of Jupiter. Please start taking care of your sleep between June through October and also your health and well being. There could be some health issues at that point in time. You have to take care of your gut, you have to take care of sleep related issues, you have to take care of frequent illness. You have to take care of your feet, your legs, make sure that they're clean, make sure that you exercise related to your legs, and of course, not do very much physically taxing work. You could engage in physical sport if that is something which you like. Jupiter is the significator of the fifth house. It will create expansive tendencies with regards to this house matters, which is children, your future progress, good time to plan a family. good time for the progress of your children, good time to have a sense of achievement with regards to your children. And Jupiter will be aspecting your ninth house by the fifth aspect. This is where you will learn. You will learn matters related to ninth house, which is higher education, spiritual knowledge, education related to journeys, and of course, your fortune is going to elevate. So, very good time for higher education, very good time for spiritual education. You will apply this knowledge in your ascendant. Between June through October, you will get very good results with regards to your Lagna, the sign of Pisces, because Jupiter has a ninth drishti. You will apply for Swadharma, Swabala, self strength, self esteem, self development, and good ego. Staying grounded. Saturn helps you stay grounded because that kills ego. Jupiter inflates, so of course, it creates a balance. And Rahu's second drishti is also on the sign of Pisces by the virtue of triple transit. A lot of focus on yourself. Self growth is inevitable between June through October, but you will be under tremendous amount of stress that your daily routine, your daily habit could disrupt. You could probably be working longer hours, so you have to, take a break, maybe go on a vacation, do some mindfulness exercise, go on a retreat, and take care of your personal well-being. All right, this is something which you must do, but Jupiter is giving a great sense of protection. Now, Rahu and Ketu's transit, which is putting a greater focus on your 12th and 6th axis. The 12 and 6th axis is absolutely active, and this is something which you have to deal with. You need to balance your inner world of emotions with social interactions, balancing your personal and public life, balancing your daily routine and external expectations. The 12th house is your external expectations. 6th house is all your shadripus, your weaknesses of the mind, the inner world of your emotions. So, the inner world of emotions, we'll talk about a number of things here. All right. So, inner world of emotions need a greater sense of control. The only remedy for you is to strengthen your fifth lord moon. If you strengthen your fifth lord moon, Jupiter works very well. Ketu works very well in this case because Rahu and Ketu are integral part of the moon. Look up to Lord Krishna, use Beej mantra related to moon, or continue to strengthen moon. Meditation after sunset would be absolutely beneficial for you. Evening meditations are generally advisable to strengthen your moon. And this is something which you could have as a conscious practice. Now, Rahu is in a Viparit Yoga in the 12th house. Circumstances go adverse, eventually you will rise. It will be in Shatabisha Nakshatra. Shatabisha Nakshatra till March is a time for healing. Between January through March, your health will significantly improve. You will learn a lot. You will go for higher education. You will have greater technological development. And Ketu later will be in Magha Nakshatra. So between March through October, you can expect some sort of positional rise in your job because Ketu is your co-ninth lord. It's your co-bhagyesha. So it will always give you positive results even while placed in the sixth house. Ketu in the sixth house give good results. Now you must do some seva towards animals, particularly dogs and cats. It's a good time to bring a pet in your house if you probably have an inclination towards dogs. That's a very good remedy for Ketu. And I always say, if you have a dog in your house, then you should probably have very limited spiritual practices because dog itself, brings a lot of spirituality at home. All right, so limit your spiritual practices and give more time to the family member here. All right, now last couple of months, November and early December, Jupiter will also join Ketu. Now, this is where it will again come in contact with Rahu. So, Rahu is at check at that point in time because Jupiter also goes retrograde. But this is, of course, a time wherein you could expect some unpleasant changes in your job. Some sudden change could come in your job, either a change of locations there or something new that comes, which puts you in a challenging position. So, take that as an opportunity. Things could move in a very fast rapid manner towards the end of the year with regards to your job related matters. So, once again, this year for you is to be very diligent about your daily routine, daily habits, daily activities. Have some morning routine, yoga, sadhana, some sort of practices. You could do Surya Namaskar to strengthen your sun, 12 rounds every day. Greater focus on removing lethargy in your life and bringing a sense of consistency and discipline and looking forward to improving your health, particularly your sleep and creating a sense of balance between your personal and, of course, the societal expectations. Think about yourself while you think about other people as well. That is something which you must understand. 2026, what is this year bringing for you? I am taking into account the most detailed video after days that I have spent in terms of research, looking at major transits of Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, also Venus, Mars, Mercury, as well as Sun, to come up with an analysis to support you in 4 aspects of life: your health, your career, your relationship, and also your finances, your financial development, your financial prosperity. In this video will go a long way for you in terms of understanding these energies and, of course, keeping things very simple for you. Also pinpointing certain months which are high months for you in different areas of life, and certain months wherein you have to exercise utmost caution. Let us try and understand health related matters for you as Pisces ascendants or Pisces Lagna sign. So firstly, your confidence this year will be sky high. Your decision making will be right. When your confidence is high, when your decision making is right, you take conscious decision towards your health. You try and protect your health and well-being, and you are under great protection by the virtue of Saturn's transit, by the virtue of Jupiter's transit, who's making a transit in Kendra house. Of course, you will have sleep related issues. This is the only area wherein you have to consciously work, because if your sleep is disruptive, this will cause issues in terms of your energy level. Get yourself checked and be very serious about your sleep. This year protects you from any sudden or chronic illness, so that is good news for you. Most of the time this protection is going to be there. The first half of the year, second half, you are under a greater protection. Give you the power of discipline in your life. This time period is really bringing discipline. There will be some element of lethargy, some element of laziness, but as much as you embrace the disciplined qualities of Saturn, it is good for you. And take some good decisions with regards to your personal health, with regards to your personal well-being. Post June, you have to watch your weight. So in case you're looking to exercise, you're looking to bring your life back on track, get into shape, January through June is your time period, because after June till about October, November, it will take you more efforts to reduce. You might want to incline and, of course, experiment with food and indulge yourself in different kinds of food, travel as well. A lot of travel opportunities are going to come. So you could have some sort of undisciplined lifestyle there. So your very good protection is there June onwards, but you have to watch your weight. And of course, sleep is something which you have to be very serious about this year by the virtue of different transits. This year you must prioritize your health, you must prioritize your well-being. But one thing is sure, that any decision that you're taking this year, I think that this year is going to be fabulous for you in terms of all aspects of life. Now, when we're talking about other aspects as well, let's try and put some insight in your career development, your career progress, your career prosperity, and what kind of growth opportunities this year is bringing. So I'd like to share with you that this year is bringing massive career opportunities, massive major growth opportunities in your life for you to help you reach in a senior position, elevated role, or stepping into an authoritative role. This is your time, this is your opportunity. You will get the support of your juniors, you will get the support of your peers. This is most likely after June. After June, you will get support of all the people who work with you. They're going to become your ambassadors. Throughout the year, it is your time to increase your knowledge, increase your wisdom, particularly if it is related to your work. From a remedial point of view, you must spend time in teaching others, in coaching others, in counseling others, in consulting others. Other people will reach out to you to take your suggestion, take your advice, and those people who are taking your advice will also get an opportunity to shine through. There are favorable Dhan Yogas related to your job between June through October. So this is your time to shine. Most likely between July through September, you could step into an elevated role, you could step into a senior position by the virtue of Jupiter's transit, by the virtue of Mars's transit, and of course multiple other transits as well. You have a greater chance to step into an elevated role. So you must look for newer opportunities. This year you are changing jobs. If you're not changing jobs, you will have a significant change in terms of your role. This will put you in a better position. This will put you in an authoritative position. and some of the decisions that you will take with regards to your career, with regards to your work, will be the best decisions of your life for years to come. So this year, in spite of certain delays, yes, Saturn's going to bring in some delays, but the good news is Saturn brings delays. It doesn't bring denial. So there isn't a denial when it comes to career growth. There is a delayed phase wherein you have to exercise plenty of patience, plenty of perseverance. Of course, if you are looking to have an opportunity or get something new, it might not happen at the specific time interval when you think or want it to happen. A slight delayed phase that could most likely be there. You will get the support of your peers, you will get the support of your colleagues and those people who you work with post June throughout the year. Between July to September is an excellent time for you to see some sort of career growth, some sort of elevated role, promotion, and of course could put you in a senior position or an authoritative role. So this year, definitely, most likely, you're changing your role, you're changing your job, you're stepping into a newer role, bigger role, and this will also call a greater sense of balance between your work and your family life. This is where the focus needs to be there. Now, if we're talking about this, let's throw some light on relationship matters. Major focus this year is needed to balance your personal and your relationship priorities, striking a sense of balance. Saturn's making a transit in your Lagna, Rahu's making a transit in your 12th house, particularly in the first half of the year when Saturn will be moving very fast by the virtue of Venus's transit and Mars's transit. You would face a lot of challenges in terms of striking a balance between your expectations and the expectations of your partner in case you're already married. So the expectations alignment is very necessary, it is very essential. If you are single and looking forward to getting married, there is a delayed phase that you can expect. See, delays are often for good. It is protecting you from making a bad decision. It is helping you to make a wise decision. This is how you should consider delay. And stepping into a new relationship also, it is very important for you to have a mutual alignment in terms of expectations, in terms of what you agree, what you disagree, and of course, where you stand. Some decisions, if they are needed with regards to personal assets, joint finances with your partner this year, you could take those decisions. You could very well make those decisions because your confidence will be high. If there are decisions related to joint real estate, you can also take those decisions in the first half of the year. So some delays are there. Marriage related situation could be more supportive in the second half of the year, or romantic relationship can also be very supportive in the second half of this year. But some months where you have to exercise utmost caution. April through May, you have to be very careful, very protective of your relationship. It's a slightly sensitive phase, and towards the end of the year as well. November, December is also a time wherein you have to exercise utmost caution. You have to avoid getting into any ego trap, and there could be some distance that could get created within your relationship with your spouse or with your partner. Now let's talk about your financial development, your financial growth, your financial prosperity. This year brings to you very strong Dhan yogas, particularly between July through October. Now this could be linked to your work as well, your business, your job, but there are major financial gains that are indicated. Either some delayed business related major payments, major inflow of funds, and some sound investment related returns. Some past investment can see you getting very good returns this year between July through October. There are very strong Dhan yogas by the virtue of Jupiter's transit, by the virtue of Mars's transit, and Venus and also Mercury's transit. And of course, this is bringing in Saturn's transit as well, that continues to be in your ascendant, and later in the year it will also go retrograde. Most importantly, your confidence, your behavior in dealing with your money, in dealing with your finances will be very good. But this year you must avoid stepping into new debts, particularly in the second half of the year or towards the end of the year. You must avoid stepping into new debts this year because that could be troublesome. That could cause a bit of a discomfort in your financial well-being. In case these debts are necessary, it's essential for, let's say, your business or for your home, you must think through and then decide. But you could very well repay some of your debts in the second half of this year by the virtue of greater, better financial possession, and this year to be very prosperous for you in most aspects of life. So this year I do expect phenomenal career growth, for you to be very confident, But you have to protect your relationship, you have to avoid getting into the trap of ego and make some sound financial decisions throughout this year. May you have a pleasant 2026 with a renewed sense of confidence and greater optimism in your life.